Hey guys, welcome back. So today I wanted to film for you my current go-to favorites. I was gonna film my April favorites, just like a monthly favorites video, but I figured my YouTube channel is fairly new and I just wanted you guys to kind of get to know me a little bit better and some of my favorite products. So instead of just doing a monthly favorites, because there isn't a ton of products that actually came out in April, here in this collection, these are just some of my most used go-to favorite products. If you follow me on Instagram, you've probably seen all of these products at least once or twice, if not multiple times. These are all products that I use in pretty much every look that I do, like a lot of like the concealer and the powders and the bronzer and stuff like that. So again, if you don't follow me on Insta, you should. It's Krista Rice Makeup, the same as my YouTube channel, and I will put that down below. So yeah, let's just hop right in. I think I will start with, I have a lot of products here. This is probably going to be a long video. Okay, let's see. So let's start with foundations. I'll just try and somewhat go in order of what I put on first for products. So I don't actually I have a primer here, so let's do that first. So my current go-to favorite primer is right here. This is Benefit Porfessional. This is a really nice primer. It says the Porfessional Pro Balm to minimize the appearance of pores. I think that's definitely true. This is like, the texture is a little bit thicker. It has a slight tint, but once you put it on and rub it in, the tint totally goes away. So I just take a little dab of this and I put it in the areas where I have like larger pores. So I just put it like in my T-zone right here. I smooth it right here on the like sides of my nose and a little bit on my chin. And this really helps, I think, like prolong the makeup, and it helps it go on smoother. Like if I don't use this, I can totally notice, especially right around my nose in this area, I can totally see the pores coming through like more when I put a foundation on than if I had this base on. So it's funny, I never used to use primers. I was just like, oh, primers, they don't really do much, you don't need it. And I'd say probably 3 or 4 years ago I started using primers, and now I pretty much can't do my makeup without a primer. If I don't have a primer, I notice it. I feel like something looks off. It just doesn't, you can just see that it's not as smooth of a base. So anyway, I do really believe in primers, and yeah, so the Benefit Porfessional, this is my most used favorite primer right now of the moment. So next up we have foundations. I have 3 foundations here. These are my most used foundations of the moment. So first I have the Too Faced Peach Perfect Comfort Matte Foundation. It says it is infused with peach and sweet fig cream, oil-free, 14-hour wear, oil controlling, photo friendly. It doesn't have SPF, I believe, which can be a good thing or a bad thing. I mean, you probably want to put an SPF underneath this if you're going to be going outside, so of course you're protecting your skin. But it looks beautiful in pictures. There's no flashback because there's no SPF in it, so that's positive note. I am in the shade Light Beige. I believe that's for light to medium with neutral undertones. I got this off the Sephora website, so you could get it there or probably at the Too Faced website as well. I think this is an exclusive to Sephora and the Too Faced website, so I don't believe you can get this on Ulta or anywhere else. This is a beautiful foundation. It does go on pretty matte. I have combo skin, I would say. I used to be oily actually when I was like in my 20s, but as I've gotten into my 30s, I've noticed I've definitely gotten to be combo. Like I used to just be straight oily in the T-zone, like everywhere. My whole face was oily. But now I definitely have dry patches. Like I get a little bit of dryness on my forehead, on the sides here, and just random patches I'll get dry, especially in the winter time. Now that it's starting to get a little bit nice out, my skin is getting a little bit more oily. I mean, I think that's true for everyone's skin. It changes with the seasons. If you have combo skin, you could definitely get away with this. Like I said, I pretty much have combo skin right now, and I wear this and it looks beautiful. It does mattify, so I use a little bit of setting spray and stuff to make it look dewy and bring some life back to the skin. So yeah, this is one of my current go-to favorite foundations. I've definitely been enjoying this, and I will probably definitely continue to wear this in the summertime and the warmer months because it is matte and it doesn't transfer, which is great. So, okay. Next foundation, I have the Lancôme Teint Idole Ultra 24-Hour Makeup. This one does have sunscreen. It has an SPF 15. It says wear and comfort, retouch-free, divine perfection. This is another one that doesn't transfer, which is awesome. That is definitely something I look for in a foundation because I usually wear foundation 10 hours plus on a normal basis, so I want something that's not going to transfer, that's not going to melt off and get all over the place. So I look for a long wearing foundation, which this is. This shade is actually probably a little bit too light for me. It's 210, it just says 210 Buf N, Buff Neutral probably. So when I got this, I think I thought the shade was going to be a little bit darker than what it was. But how I use this is I mix it with other foundations. Mostly I've been mixing it with this foundation, which is the Nars All Day Luminous Weightless Foundation. This one I am in the shade Medium 2 Santa Fe. So I mix these two together and it gives me like pretty much my perfect shade. In the summer, when I get a little bit more tan, this will be like way too light. So I could mix, I like the lasting power of this, so I could mix just like a little dot of this with something darker that's a little bit too dark. Like this, if I was to try and wear this on its own right now, it would probably be a little bit too dark for me, but like I said, in the summer when I get more tan, it's my perfect shade. So this is another one that lasts all day on me. This is foundation, it's very like liquidy compared to this one, which is very thick. So I think that's kind of why these two actually mix beautifully for me together. This one, you don't need a lot. You only need probably like one, I don't even use one full pump to cover my full face. I just do like small little like dabs. Like I'll just do a little dab here, 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 and here with both of these. And then I will take a brush. I will mix these together. And I've really been enjoying these two foundations, especially mixed together. So these are another two of my go-tos right now. So next up, I'm going to talk about concealers. This is my favorite concealer. I know this one, probably everyone has heard of this by now. It's the Tarte Shape tape. I have actually like 3 different shades of this. So I have right here is light and light neutral. These two in the winter have been a good combination for me. Light, actually, when I'm at my fairest, I can use light just on its own. It's more with like a pink undertone is the color, and then light neutral has more of a yellow undertone. So I could use this one on its own too, just in the winter when I'm a little bit more fair. I don't usually go for a more yellow toned. I think it just looks kind of funny under the eyes, so I like more of a pink tone under the eyes. So the light with the pink tone, it is a little bit too light for my skin tone, so if I just mix these two together, it gives me my perfect shade. And this has been my favorite foundation, yeah. It has been my favorite concealer for a while, probably since this concealer came out. I was on the Urban Decay before this one, the Urban Decay, what is it, Naked Skin? I think that's the concealer as well. I know they have the foundation, but I think that was the concealer too that I was using. So ever since this one came out, I just can't get enough of this. It's a great concealer, it's full coverage, it covers all my darkness. I do have darkness under here, and it's just beautiful. I actually use this to prime my eyes as well for eyeshadows. So yeah, this is my favorite concealer of the moment, and probably will be for who knows how long until they come out with something better. So next I'm going to move on to powders. I only have one powder here. I switch different face powders. I like to use different products, try different things when they come out, so I don't really have a holy grail all over face powder. This is, like I said, the only one I have here. This is the Laura Mercier translucent setting powder. I use this to set under my eyes, the Tarte. So I apply the concealer and then I just take on a powder puff. Where is it? Oh, right here. I take on the puff. This puff actually comes with this. I just take this, I dip it into the container. This is the smaller one. I think they have this. This is like the travel size one, but they have a full size too. But this is just what I have here right now. So I take this and I just dab it into the powder and then I set the concealer under my eyes. This is an awesome setting powder. It just leaves the under eye looking so smooth and flawless. It brightens. I usually even take this a little bit and I'll dab like around my nose and my forehead and my chin, just kind of where I add extra concealer just to set everything down. I've actually used this before also just to set my entire face too. You definitely can do that. It's just, it is a little bit drying, so like in the winter when my skin's a little bit more combo and I do have dry patches, I don't like to put that everywhere because it can dry you out a little bit. So next up I have the Katvond Shade and Light contour palette. This is my most used contour palette. I use other bronzers, like I really like the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer as well, but this one I just chose for my current favorite because it has everything inside the palette. It has 3 bronzing shades and it has 3 highlight shades. So my most used out of this is probably this middle one. This is I use it as a bronzer, but you could probably use it for a bronzer and contour. How I use this is I would just use this middle shade. Let me see, do these have names? Shadow Play. The middle shade is Shadow Play. I use that as a bronzer, so I would bronze up my skin with that one. And then this one on the end here, Subconscious, I use just under the cheekbone to make that like shadow really pop. In the summertime when I get more tan, I also use this one, Sombre, on the end. I would just use that with a very light hand because these are all very pigmented. You do not need a lot of this product. You just need to tap your brush in and that's it. If you go too heavy-handed with these, you will look like a clown because they are that pigmented. It's just my favorite contour palette. This is the 2nd or 3rd one actually I think I've gone through. And yeah, it's just beautiful. The highlight shades I also use as well. I use the 2 middle ones. I actually like mix them together. This one is more like yellow toned and that one's more pink toned. So that is Levitation is the pink toned one and Lyric is the yellow toned one. So I do use both of those as well too. I can get away with that one in the summertime when I'm more tanned, but I don't use that as much. I just pretty much stick with these 2. So yeah, Katvond Shade and Light contour palette is amazing. If you haven't tried it, I definitely recommend check it out. Next up, I have some blushes. These 2 are both by Tarte. I have Exposed and I have Unstoppable. These are both the Amazonian Clay 12-Hour Blush. Tarte definitely has some of my blushes. They do last all day on me. They have beautiful colors. So this one, Exposed, is like they're both actually pretty similar. Oops, sorry about the mirror. Trying to do that. So this is Exposed. This is just a nude mauve shade. This can go with any look. These are, like I said, both really similar. And then this other one, Unstoppable, it's the same, almost in the same color family, but this one's a little bit deeper, a little bit more orange. So these are both beautiful. These are both been my most used blushes as of recently. The Amazonian Clay formula is amazing. It builds beautifully. They don't go on super pigmented at first. You have to build these, but I actually like that better in a blush because sometimes when a blush is too pigmented, you can again end up looking like a clown because if you just dab your brush in, you're just gonna get straight pigment and have just clown cheeks. But these build, like I said, amazingly. So you just need a little to start off and you can slowly build it up to however much you want to get. So next up, I have a couple brow products here. I have Milani Brow Kit Fix. Brow Fix Kit. Brow Fix Kit, yeah. And I have Ulta Brow Tints in the shade Medium. So these are my two most used brow products. How I like to do my brows is I usually start off with a pomade, so I will just use that to shape the brow, and I switch off with those. I like the Benefit, Ka-Brow, I like Milani has one. The pomades I'm not too picky about, I will switch back and forth, but this is definitely my favorite powder. I use this more red tone shade to do like the front of the brow, and then the tail of the brow I do with the darker shade. This little kit is great. It has tweezers in it, it has a little mini brush. I don't really use those, but just to travel with, to have those is great. It's really convenient, and I just really like the shades, the tones of these two powders, and they last all day and they just work great on my brows. So that has what I've been using for a while. So that's my favorite, that's probably my favorite brow product. And then this is probably my second favorite brow product. So this is the Ulta Brow Tint in Medium. I used to be on the Maybelline one I would use. I don't even remember exactly what the name of it is, but it was the Maybelline Brow Gel, and that is what this is, a brow gel. This one is more comparable to the Benefit one as well. I can't even remember the name of it. It's not the Ka-Brow, that's the pomade one, but the Benefit one, it's similar to this, it's similar to the Boy Brow. It's just got this little mini brush, and it's got the gel, the colored gel. It's got little kind of like fibers in it, so when you build it up, it just makes the brows look thicker, fuller. It gives them more dimension because it has that tone. It almost gives my brows like highlights. It almost makes it look a little bit highlighted. So I like that. It just fluffs them up and gives them dimension. And yeah, so these are my two favorite brow products. So I have a few eyeshadows right here. I just pulled these out of my Z palette. So this one is Day Rate. This is by Anastasia Beverly Hills. It's a beautiful rosy kind of beige undertone shade. It's just a gorgeous shade for the crease. It's what I have on today that I used in this makeup tutorial. So I've just been reaching for this almost every day, using this on the day-to-day basis as my crease shade. It's just a really pretty shade. And then the other eyeshadow I have is Glass Bowl by Colourpop. This is what I have on my eyelid today as well. It is kind of like a purpley bluish shade. It's like a duochrome. It's really pretty, and I really have been enjoying this. It's just like easy to use. You just can pop it right on the lid, and it just gives, like I said, it's what I have on today. There's just this beautiful metallic kind of duochrome look. You could just put this all over the lid and probably go with nothing else, and you'll just have this really cool shimmery metallic look. So I have two eyeliners here. I have the Physicians Formula Eye Booster 2-in-1 Lash Boosting Eye and Serum in Ultra Black. This, I don't really understand the whole serum, eye boosting, lash boosting thing. I just use this as a black felt tip liner. So it's got the felt tip, and it just is a beautiful black shade. It dries matte. I use this for my winged liner. I haven't actually been wearing winged liner as much recently, but when I do, this is my go-to. I have been stuck on this one for a while, and I don't see it changing anytime soon. Physicians Formula is a great brand for sensitive skin, so this doesn't bother my eyes or make them water or run on me or anything like that, so I really like this one. And the other eyeliner I have here, this is like an oldie but a goodie. Mine is like beat up. I need to get a new one of these. But this is the MAC Eye Kohl in Costa Riche. It's that beautiful brownish red shade. It's what I actually have on my eyes today. A lot of these products, I don't think I mentioned that, but a lot of these products are what I have on my eyes today, or on my face today. I filmed a tutorial on this look. This is my go-to spring makeup look. So a lot of the products that I used are my favorite go-tos, and yeah, so you will be seeing a lot of these products in action if you want to check out that tutorial. I'm not sure if that will go up before or after this video, but definitely check it out. So a couple more eye products I have here are two mascaras. This is Rimmel London Lash Accelerator Mascara. So this I use only on my bottom lashes, pretty much. Sometimes, actually I shouldn't say that. Sometimes if I'm doing falsies, I will use this on my top lashes too, just to prep them before falsies, because this doesn't really give a ton of volume, but it gives length, which I like, especially for the bottom lashes. The wand is like skinny. It's a little bit longer, but it's thin, so this is just perfect for me for bottom lashes. I have been using this one for a while, and I really enjoy it. It's Rimmel, so it's affordable, and yeah, my favorite bottom lash mascara is definitely this, the Rimmel Lash Accelerator. So my other mascara here is by L'Oreal. It's the Voluminous Lash Paradise. This is what it looks like. This is actually, they say this is a dupe for the Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara. I don't know if I would say it's a dupe. I mean, the packaging looks the same. The packaging is in the same color, like the pink tube, and then the wand, like the brush, definitely looks similar. It does give volume just as good as the Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara. I really enjoy that mascara as well. I haven't been on this one as long, but I have been really enjoying this one. I would probably choose this one over the Too Faced. It's half the price. I think that's it's what I have on today. Since I first started using this, I really fell in love with this, and it just builds beautifully. It lengthens, it volumizes, it's half the price, like I said, as the Too Faced. So yeah, I would definitely recommend checking this one out. I've really been enjoying this, and these are both great mascaras. So next up, this is probably my oh no, never mind, not my last eye product. I have lashes after this, but my second to last eye product. So this is a palette. It's called the Slay All Day palette. It's by a company called Yes Glitters. You can find them on Instagram, and as well I will link their website down below. They are a great brand. The owner is very sweet. I have been working with her and just really enjoying all her products. So this is the palette, again, the Slay All Day palette. So it has a little plastic sleeve that just has all the shade names in here, which is great, so you can know what shades you're using. So this is the palette. It has 12 removable magnetic pans, which is awesome, especially for travel. So if you wanted to just pop the shades out and take them with you, you could. They are just beautiful pressed glitter shades. And I've just really been enjoying these. I've been using these for all kinds of looks. You can do something really dramatic, like if you were going out clubbing or on a hot date, you can definitely use these glitters for something like that. Or if you just wanted a more subtle look, you could just take a different shade and pop it like right in the inner corner just to make it pop. Or I've taken some shades, I think I took, which one was it? The green one. I believe that one is called Mermaid, and I did a really pretty spring bright makeup tutorial. So actually you can check out that video. That's my last video, I believe, that I posted. And I used that mermaid shade just on the lower lash line just for a pop of glitter. So you could use them for like that as well. So for my last eye products of my current go-to favorite products, I have two pairs of lashes. So I don't wear lashes on a regular basis, like I don't wear them every day to work or anything like that. I wear them for special occasions when I'm going out to like a nice dinner or an event, and I do wear them for all my looks, my tutorials that I do, and my makeup looks that I post to Instagram. So the two lashes that I've probably been wearing the most, that have been my favorites, are, I have these, they're called Anastasia. This is by the brand Goddess Collection. They are on Instagram, and I will also link their website down below. These are mink pre-double stacked beautiful lashes. These are definitely probably my current favorites. This is just the style that I go to the most. I like that look that gives like the cat eye effect, the cat eye shape, so they are like more tapered on the inside right here and then fuller on the outside. So that's definitely my favorite style. So these lashes are gorge. Definitely I would recommend checking them out. And then these other ones I have here are by Ardell. These are the 253s. They're a longer lash, but they're really wispy. When you put them on, they don't look as dramatic actually as they look in the packaging right here. They're just beautiful, gorgeous, really fluffy, pretty, wispy lashes. So yeah, these are my two current favorite lashes. Oh, I know this video is already going to be so long. I only have a few more products. I'm going to do highlighters next. So these are my two most used current favorite highlighters. I have right here the Maybelline Molten Rose Gold. This is the metallic highlighter, Master Chrome Maybelline. This is a gorgeous color. It's just that rose gold, like with the kind of champagne undertone. I think this color would work beautiful on many different skin tones. I've been wearing this through the cold months, so I haven't been as tan. I've been like at my fairest, and I can pull this off, but I think this is also the type of shade that in the summertime when I get a little bit more tanned, I could pull this off as well. It's just a universally beautiful shade that I think a lot of people could wear and enjoy. And my other current favorite highlighter is by the Balm. It's the Mary Luminizer. This is another oldie but a goodie. I used to be obsessed with this when it first came out, but recently I started using again in some of my makeup looks, and then it just got me hooked on it that I've been wearing it so much in day-to-day life. It's just a beautiful shade. It's got that champagne undertone, like a light gold shade, but this just pops. It's really bright. It's really that like metallic highlighty look. So if you like something super intense and metallic, you will like this. If you go for a more subtle just sheen, you will not like this. So last up we have lip products. I have 3 lip shades here, and I have 1 lip liner. So this lip liner is by Milani. It is the Color Statement lip liner in number 9. The shade is Spice. It's just a beautiful nude, kind of brown nude. It's what no, actually it's not what I have on today. I use something else, but it's similar to what I use today. It's a little bit deeper in shade. It's just such an easy lip liner. It's smooth, it's creamy, it goes on so easy, and you can just use this with pretty much any lip color. It goes really well with all these liquid lips that I have right here that I'm going to talk about, but you can use a nude lip liner with any lipstick. Like sometimes even when I do a darker color or like a brighter color, I'll just grab a nude because it's just easy. Just outline the lips and fill it in with the bright color. So yeah, Milani Spice number 9 is going to be my favorite go-to, most used lip liner of the moment. And for liquid lips, because that's pretty much all I wear is liquid lipsticks. I have lipsticks and I do wear them from time to time, or just like a balm or something, but not very often. Pretty much on a regular day-to-day basis I go for a liquid lip. I do have this one by Colourpop. It is the Ultra Satin Lip. It's in the shade 0.0. This was the Kathleen Lights and Colourpop collab. I actually hauled this in one of my videos, and this color is beautiful. It is a nude with like a kind of like a grayish undertone. So I knew once I hauled this color that I was gonna be obsessed and love this color, and I have been. So I have been on a kick using this pretty much the whole month. So yeah, this is definitely one of my go-to current favorite shades of the moment. And then last up we have by Anastasia Beverly Hills liquid lips. I have the shade Bittersweet. and I have the shade Hudson. Hudson is what I have on today. These are both great. They're both in the nude family. They just are creamy, they go on matte, they dry down, which I like. I really like the formula on these, and yeah, they're both just beautiful shades. These are the minis, but you can get the full size on either like Sephora or the Anastasia website. I think these were in like a special little kit, a 3-pack that came out around Christmas time, so I'm not sure if that's still available, but you can get the full size just on her website or on Sephora. So I think that is it. That's gonna wrap up this current favorites. I hope you guys enjoyed and found something in this video helpful. Please subscribe if you haven't already, and if you like the video, give it a thumbs up. I would really appreciate it. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video.